Max Verstappen in imperious form, 7 consecutive wins, 9 in total this season, 3 sprint wins. He's taking a grid place penalty here, but that's not enough to dampen his spirits, is it?
Max Verstappen, who starts down in 6th place. Now, if he notches up an 8th consecutive win today, that will be victories from 9 different grid spots. It'll equal Fernando Alonso for that record. It's lights out, and away we go. Charles Leclerc on the inside, heads towards the source. Max Verstappen slots behind him. Then comes Lewis Hamilton, lock up there from Carlos Sainz. He's going to tangle on the inside with Oscar Piastri. Hamilton gets around in 3rd place. It's Charles Leclerc from Perez. Then comes Lewis Hamilton, but has Piastri been compromised? I think he has, because already the Ferrari and the Red Bull of Verstappen have passed him, and Piastri going very slowly at the bottom of the hill.
He's got a broken front wing, but it looks like it's much more severe than that for Oscar Piastri with that contact on the inside of turn 1.
And there goes Sergio Perez into the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix. He had the pace down the Camel Straight to blast past Charles Leclerc.
And Verstappen already up to P4.
As Lewis Hamilton under pressure now from Max Verstappen, he bided his time. Hamilton was in a bit of a DRS train behind Charles Leclerc. That was holding his 3rd position, but Verstappen has pounced at the Lecombe chicane, and from 6th is now up into the top 3. Here's Max Verstappen, who's been rather rapid in his pursuit of Charles Leclerc. His teammate, Sergio Perez, has a 3-second gap out in front. And all the while, we'll be asking Hugh Bird on the pit wall, where's Max? What's Max doing? How far behind is he? Because he knows that Max Verstappen is his big danger in this race, the way it's panning out at the moment.
I think Verstappen will be very happy with this. He can see his teammate just up the road by 3 seconds. He's got all 4 wheels on his wagon pointing in the right direction and a long way to go.
Here he goes, under braking. Max Verstappen has got past Charles Leclerc. Did you see that coming? Charles Leclerc might have feared it. Max Verstappen left it to the very last moment to apply those brakes. That was supreme confidence and control to take 2nd place.
Don't forget, Max, use your head, please.
Are we both doing it or what?
You just follow my instruction.
No, I want to know if both cars do it.
Max, please follow my instruction and trust it. Thank you.
Hey, Perez is in the pits,
Yeah,
Ted.
Perez in the pits. So that's seeing what Verstappen can do, and that's a clear instruction just to stay where you are. It's not the quickest pit stop, and there's a car coming along with the Ferrari. That was okay, though. It cleared the Ferrari. That's not any kind of impeding there.
Okay, Max, we're expecting rain in about 9 or 10 minutes. What are your thoughts? You can get there, or should we box? We'd need to box this lap to cover Leclerc.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see the middle of it, or can I? I don't know.
Well, it's more, can you make those tyres last, Max? Because what Red Bull want to do is try and save themselves here, a pit lane loss of 19 seconds, and rather than pitting Max now, put up with some pain for a bit if the rain is going to come in. But I think I can see the Red Bull pit crew. I think he's coming in.
Yeah, that wasn't actually the question he was asked. Do you think he can get these tyres that far? And Max was like, well, I can't see the radar, you made the decision. They describe their relationship as a bit like a married couple, but they're having quite a few tiffs this weekend, aren't they?
Maybe they need a holiday. Last race before the summer break. Sergio Perez just going through the bus stop chicane now. Max Verstappen has his new tyres fitted, 0.7 of a second faster than Sergio Perez. Talking of fast, there goes Perez at full racing speed down towards La Source. Max Verstappen will come out into 2nd place. Charles Leclerc is just making his way towards the 1st corner now, but Leclerc is well ahead of him, and he can set off once again to try and chase down his teammate. And I said it was 0.7 of a second. The gap now 2.2 seconds. So that stationary time, extra stationary time for Sergio Perez has rather cost him a little bit. Verstappen absolutely flying here behind Sergio Perez. And, well, like Miami at the start of May, Perez has got his teammate behind him and is thinking, I'm going to get overtaken here. What can I do to try and stop him?
Yeah, it must feel like seeing Senna in a McLaren behind you, or Hamilton in a Mercedes in the early days of the hybrid cars. Like, right, what am I going to do here? And of course, he can't get aggressive, Sergio. He's got to drive his line. It's got to be smooth and keep his tyres intact as well. And just survive this phase of the race. Still a very, very long way to go.
He's got to hope that he can carry enough speed through that middle sector to keep Max Verstappen behind him, but also to just try and unsettle him a touch and try and wear his tyres down slightly. The longer he stays ahead, the more the turbulent weight coming off his car is going to affect the tyres at the front of Max Verstappen's car. But we'll see how it goes. I don't know about looking like it's a Hamilton and a Mercedes or a Senna and a McLaren. I think from Sergio Perez's point of view, it's like being on a small boat and seeing jewels coming at you, quite frankly, because you're going to get swallowed up, especially with the way Verstappen's got out of La Source.
Yeah, I mean, Max can hold the inside of the corner so much better. We saw it all the way down the hill on the previous lap, and this should be a very easy overtake.
And he's still just lifting off through Eau Rouge as well, stopping the car sliding around. It's working to great effect. Max Verstappen from 6th on the grid on lap 17 of 44 takes the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix. We have a new race leader, and it's Max Verstappen. Oh, and that was a big snap.
Use a lot of a tyre on an outlap, Max. I'm sure that was sensible. This tyre had reasonable deg in the first stint. I'd ask you to use your head a bit more.
I can also push on if we do another stop. A little bit of bits of training.
No, not this time.
Max Verstappen has been absolutely imperious, and they're letting off the flares already, and I do wish they wouldn't do that in the grandstands, but they're there to cheer on their hero, and their hero has come and delivered once more for what will be a 12th race win in a row for Red Bull. That'll be the record for races won consecutively at the start, or from the start of the season. It'll be a 13th win in a row for Red Bull overall. It'll be an 8th win in a row for Max Verstappen. Only Alberto Ascari and Sebastian Vettel have done that before. He's going to be one race away from the record for the most consecutive race victories. We'll have to wait till Holland to see if he can manage that. Here in Belgium, for the 3rd year in a row, Max Verstappen takes the checkered flag, wins the Belgian Grand Prix, and it's a hat-trick of wins in the country of his birth. Max Verstappen, imperious out in front.